Hey, LifePoint Kids leaders, just a couple things I wanted you to know for Sunday. It's going to be a great week. I mentioned it last week during pregame, but I know a lot of you weren't at the pregame, so I'm sending out just a video reminder. A couple things that are really important for this week. One thing is that we're going to have the kids' performance this Sunday, and so there's two things that you can do to help with that. One thing is just be prepared to make those transitions if you're a juniors leader or you're a crew leader. Just a few minutes after service starts, it's going to be the third song that we're going to do together. And we will, towards the end of the second song, we'll start having the kids come in and make their way onto the stage, and then or on the floor in front of the stage, and then we'll just pack them all in, kind of in the center, juniors all the way through older crew, so fifth graders, age 3 through 5th grade. We'll have them all up there, and then they're going to do the motions to Old Church Choir. So we'll have that song prepped and ready for them, and that will be in lieu of our worship in LifePoint Kids. Once that's done, they're going to head straight to large groups. So juniors and crew kids will all go to large group. The host will do a game, and then after the game, the juniors can head back to their room, and the rest of the crew can stay in there for the Bible teaching. So that's what you need to know. Another way you can help us is just make sure you're wearing your shirts tomorrow, even if you're, I'm going to have the leaders that aren't serving actually wear their shirts as well, just because I'm going to reference everybody that serves during the message. And one other thing, really it's kind of a side note, but one of the things that we've noticed is we're having quite a few kiddos maybe that aren't doing a great job listening, kind of going off on their own, and then we've had a few discipline issues. So I just wanted to walk through our discipline process for you small group leaders, and this can work all the way through juniors to crew. So the first thing what we'll do is just to kind of help you and be a little bit of a positive reinforcement. This has worked pretty well at our Lewis Center campus, but we're going to have you pick a secret child in your small group and make them aware of that at the beginning of service. So you pick a secret child, you tell the kids, hey, I'm picking a person, I'm not telling you who, but if that person does a really good job and is a good listener and listens to what I say during services, does all the things that I need them to do, then at the end of service, I'm going to give that person a little prize. And we'll give you some candy so that you can have that, some nice candy, like some of those like movie boxes of candy. And you just pick one of the kids, and then at the end of service, you can say, oh, so-and-so did a great job, and you can hand that to them. Or you can say, guess what? So-and-so did not do what I asked them to, so there's not going to be any candy next week. Hopefully we can do a little bit better job next week. And that way it's a little bit of a discipline tactic that really doesn't single anybody out and can help you just keep control of the kids and help them listen a little bit better. If that doesn't work, right, you've kind of thrown that out there and one of the kiddos is just out of sorts, of course, warn them one-on-one with you and say, if you can't settle down, I'm going to have you talk with the producer. So step 2 would be to go to the producer. The producer should walk them out in the hallway or kind of take them out away from the rest of the kids and just make them look them in the eye and say, hey, what you're doing is distracting or isn't right, and we need to kind of change our behavior, and if we can't, we're going to give you one more chance, but then we're going to have to go get mom and dad out of service, and they're going to have a talk with you. So then step 3 would be having them talk with a parent, or if I'm available, which I won't be on Sunday because I'll be teaching, but if I'm available, you can go to me for step 3, and then I'll have a talk with that kid, and then we can go to step 4 and get the parents. But typically, if I'm not available, it'll just be those 3 steps. So they're not listening to your positive reinforcement with the candy. You've warned them out loud, step 1. Step 2, you're going to the producer's having a talk with them. Step 3, we're getting mom and dad out of service and letting them have a talk with them. So hopefully that helps you just get a little bit better control. I know some of the kids are a little out of sorts. So that's really it. I look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday for pregame. And it should be a good service. If you don't mind praying for me, I'm not used to speaking on Sunday, so that would be a blessing as well. All right. I look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday.